Hey beauties, gorgeous, gorgeous girls, and guys, and gays, and grandmas. Look at my cup. I was literally like, where's my water? And it's here. Today is another late night video sponsored by Deasia. And in today's video, whenever you're watching this, I'm going to be talking about poetry books that I highly, highly recommend. Listen. I don't annotate my novels. And I think that's because I'm lazy. And also, I just don't know how to, I don't really, I'm not the type to write in my books or dog ear them only for like school purposes, and that would rub me the wrong way anyway. So the fact that I'm writing in these poetry books, best believe that they talking, okay? And it's worth it. So I'm going to be recommending and reading from these poetry books that I feel like people don't really talk about. Like, I'm tired of hearing, okay, not tired of hearing, but I'm sick of hearing about Ruby Carr, who is like a good artist, but she's not the only artist. So Ruby Carr, Amanda Lovelace, Atticus, so they won't be mentioned here unless it's like really good, and I have not stumbled upon anything like that from them. So I'm going to be talking about these books instead. I don't know how I should do it from like least favorite to most favorite, so I'm just going to do it kind of like that. So the first author I want to recommend / introduce to you guys is Tyler Knott Gregson, and the poetry book that I decided to choose from is it's called All the Words Are Yours. All of these are haiku poems, the ones that are like 5 syllable, 7 syllable, and then 5 syllable. So I'm just gonna literally open to the random tabs and read them to you guys. If they're not hitting correctly, then I'm not tabbing the right ones. So hopefully, I do not plan on editing any of these out, but if it's not hitting, it's just not hitting, Okay, so I feel like the best way to recommend poetry books is to literally give examples of the poems that are inside, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, so the first poem. Okay, so this one has a picture attached with it, so that's the picture. And it says, endure with soft grace, a strength that needs no shouting, a silent resolve. And okay, I kinda like that. It's, it's a haiku, not long at all. Okay, I can dig that. Next one. I will stay gentle. No matter what I endure, I am so much more. Endure twice in the same book. So okay, this is kind of nice. I think I'm gonna end this last one off with it. It says, you are more than words and the letters that make them. You are poetry. And who does not want to be called poetry? I think that's the whole reason people read poetry. It's because they want to be poems, And let me just do one more since they're so short. This one's cute. Okay. I want my days filled and my nights saturated with the sound of you. So they're actually very short, and the fact that I think that's what makes haikus so good, is the fact that they're short and they can capture so much emotion. So All the Words Are Yours by Tyler Knott Gregson. I'm pretty sure I gave this a 4. The next book I also gave 4 stars, and it's called When the World Didn't End by Caroline Kaufman. I think this is the second poetry book she put out. The other one, Light Filters In, was also good, but When the World Didn't End, it's just more like, it's just more for me. Like, I don't have that many tabs for this, but it was still a good book. Let's see what it has to offer. Usually the ones towards the end of the book are like the more uplifting ones, but I'm just gonna go random. Okay, it says, do not assume I am declawed because I only scratch when I need to. Do not assume I am domesticated because I hiss before I pounce. Do not assume I am soft because I hide my things under all this fur. I am not the house cat. I am the lioness. Like, it's not hard-hitting, but it's very much like, you are that bitch. Her. And sometimes I just need to remind myself of that. I don't want to read like super sad ones. Okay, so it says, I am not the right shape for any museum, and I spent so much of my life wishing I was someone worthy of hanging in an art gallery. But I am done trying to fit any frame. I will lift the building's foundation from bare earth and let it follow the arch of my back. It took me a while, but I get it now. I do not need to shave myself down for them. They will push out the walls. They will lift up the ceiling. Yes, you are that bitch. And maybe I should be holding them up. Sorry. Every minute I have on this earth is borrowed time. I fought for it, almost died for it, and won it back. I deserve to spend it doing what I love. I deserve to spend it with the people I love. And most of all, I deserve to spend it loving myself. And that's the last poem in this book, so I can understand why it's tabbed. I can understand why it's so good. This one is literally, okay, like, and also the title, When the World Didn't End. It was pretty good, and it does not have a trigger warning. So I suggest picking it up, giving it a try. These next 3 books I gave all 5 stars, so I can't really choose, which one I like the most, but I'm gonna try. This was kind of a title buy, and it's Somebody Give This Heart a Pen by Sophia Thakar, a British author, or I don't know if she's British. Listen, I'm from America, and my geology or geography, one of those words, it's kind of off, but she's a UK artist. Blurbed by Angie Thomas. It was just really good. It was really good. It was really good. I'm pretty sure I cried. I think it's like, it's good. And hopefully the ones that I choose reflect how good it actually is. So the title of this first one is called Picking a Name. Ignore those scared of your potential. Those who snigger while you figure your path. Ignore when they try to bring out the past in you. What matters is not what you're called, but what you answer to. And that's just correct. No, I annotated that one for sure. I have a thing about names, because my name, people would act like it's so hard. So I have a thing about names, so that one just kind of really spoke to me. Yeah, no, so these are actually pretty long. So I'm gonna try to, ooh, no, they're so good. And also, okay, so in this one, she has like the way her sections are broken up. It's like this one is what it's called, break, but then it has like all these basically like advice or sayings that you hear or that have been passed down. So like one says, some people feel the rain, others just get wet. So it's like a whole bunch like that, but those pages are really cool. But some of them like I've never heard, or like they made me think twice, so that's why I tagged it. But I'm trying to find a shorter one because all of these are super long, and if I can't find a short one, then I'm gonna read a super long one, and people are gonna have to deal. So this one's called Fidgeting. It says, to you, the silence in this stillness is to be endured, not experienced. It scratches at every anxious bone that you own. Do you find peace when you are alone? Or do you claw your laptop open, chain your eyes to your phone, trade your thoughts for someone else's? Too busy to impose on yourself for a moment. Be with yourself for a moment. Be yourself for a moment. Airplane mode, everything but yourself for a moment. Be for a moment. Don't speak for a moment. For a moment, embrace nothing but you in this present as the most important something to ever exist. Okay. As you say. Dang. She said jump, I say how high. So yeah, so those are the kind of poems she wrote, and they're actually all pretty long, like on the longer side, and I actually really enjoyed them. So this is one of those books that kind of caught me by surprise about that, but like her stuff just really gave me a warm feeling, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars in the end. So I highly suggest picking this up. Okay, these last two, I think I like them evenly, but maybe like this one a little bit more. So When the Stars Wrote Back by Trista Masier. Okay, I literally did not know this was the same author as Aphrodite Made Me Do It, and literally I've been wanting to pick that up for so long. I don't know why I haven't, but Aphrodite Made Me Do It. It's gonna be love poems, and I like love poems. I'm not gonna lie. I actually don't like sad poems because I feel like if I'm not sad while I'm reading the poems, I feel like the poem's like complaining or something. That's kind of a slippery slope. So Aphrodite Made Me Do It, I want to do that. But let's focus here. When the Stars Wrote Back. And even though the title is good, let's talk about the actual insides. This is actually one of those poetry books that has illustrations as well. So let's get into it. Well, this one says, you are not tied to anything you have outgrown. You owe nothing to what holds you down. That one's okay. Okay, so like this one's kind of like written like this, and it says, my love is a pair of scissors. I keep begging you not to run with. That's, yeah. Okay, this one I also like because of the art and also like just the way it's written. It says, I am still good, I am still soft, I am still loving, I am still tender, even when I'm walking away. And like, I just feel like most people think like if they're the ones doing the leaving, it's like maybe they're the ones hurting people, but sometimes you just got to do what's best for you. And I felt like that really captured that. So this one has like this art, and it says, I don't like playing games. I'm always aching to lay my cards down on the table. You need a 3? I got a 3. Take anything you need. And I'm just like, whew, that's what love do to you. Why do people be dodging it? This one says, my tenderness is not an obstacle to overcome. It's just, these are very small. Like, some of them are long. Not a lot of them are long. Most of them are like graphically appealing. Pretty like easy read. And there's some pages like I don't have tabs, but like I have underlined random things. Like that one says, I want my truths to be worth talking about. This one is really, really uplifting. The graphics are really cute. It's nice colors, and like it's kind of just more so for the tender-hearted people. Look at this art. And the quote says, there is no shame in being the most fearsome thing in the garden. It's like, it's just small things like that. Like, that is so cute. Finally, the last poetry book that I think you guys really need to check out, and the author is Jasmine Carr. And this book, When You Ask Me Where I'm Going, I have not picked up the sequel to this, if I tell you the truth, but I'm literally dying to, because this was literally so good. This one is my favorite out of all the ones that I picked, and just and I actually, like, now that I read them out loud, I think I might switch Somebody Give This Heart a Pen and When the Stars Wrote Back, or maybe they're just all really good. So I'm just gonna tap through them and see what we got. Okay, so this one's called Suffocating. The flowers on the windowsill face the sun, not me. They need light more than I need to see them. Perhaps the same principle applies to the ones we love. She's talking about selflessness. Okay, I like this one. An open letter to South Asians. But what if you get dark? It's to say that dark bodies don't let light in. It's to say that there is something dirty about the biological makeup of skin. It's to say that some people are born clean and need to keep it that way. It's to say that you don't hate black people, but you thank God you weren't born one. Page 9, people. Page 9. This long ass, I ain't reading that. I ask why you come to me with honey sweet words, and you remind me that last week I told you I was breaking. You think that maybe, just maybe, something sticky could help keep my pieces back together. That's cute. Okay, so the last one I'm gonna read for this book says, scream, so that one day, 100 years from now, another sister will not have to dry her tears wondering where in history she lost her voice. I mean, come on. I know I'm sitting here in the dark whispering to y'all, but listen, if none of those poems stuck out to you, just leave. Just find a door, exit, because you don't belong here, not on this channel, in this community. Sorry. That's the one thing I'm gonna say. If none of those hit you, if you didn't hear something and said, okay, maybe, I don't know, you're not listening, you're not hearing me, we're not connecting. But anyway, all this to say, I want you guys to read these poetry collections. I want you to feel what I'm feeling. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go to sleep or go about your day. I don't know why I'm assuming it's nighttime for you just because it's nighttime for me. I need to get my drive up order. And if you don't think these books specifically are gonna be for you, majority of them, or I think all of them. No. Now, Somebody Give This Heart a Pen is a debut novel, but the rest of them have other novels or have other poetry collections, so you can check those out, not check those out. I don't know. Just something for you to think about. I'm gonna blast. See you next time, and stay nerdy. Bye, beauties.